Hello guys and welcome to the Arkquarium. Thank you for joining me today. So glad you could join me. We're going to do the Megalodon tunnel today. At least I think that's what I'm planning on doing. You'll know from the title of the video whether or not it's actually what we end up doing, because I know last time we said we were going to do the anglerfish and we ended up doing the donkeys instead. Where are they? Here they are. I still haven't got them moving around yet. I think there's going to be maybe an episode at some point in the future, maybe even a live stream, I don't know, where I'll go around and I'll fix little things that just aren't done properly. Yeah, maybe I'll do that at some point. But today we're going to be doing the Megalodon tunnel. Now I have built a slight tunnel here. I think is it a little bit foggy outside. I still need to get around to disabling the fog on the server because it's very frustrating. But I built this tunnel and I've actually done something a little bit different. Let me just run back up here. This is what I had before. The tunnel kind of going down with these ramps and stairs and things. What I actually just realised just a moment ago is that the S-Bus sloped vacuum compartments can actually be put upside down to slope downwards like this, which I didn't realise you could do. So I thought, actually, you know what, we'll just have a ramp going all the way down. People can just walk down it. We can have a transparent ramp. We can actually see where you're walking. Either that, or maybe I could easily freeze them. So we do it like this all the way down. So, because I don't know, we want to have the maximum impact for the Megalodon tunnel. Maybe having a tunnel going to the tunnel maybe would take away some of that impact. On the other hand, it's nice to be able to see everything. But here we go. This is it. This is where it's going to go. It's a little bit frustrating. Let's just go out here into the water. We've got this one open, so you can kind of go in and out straight away. Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating that we're just a little bit too high from the ground. So if I put another one in, we're going to be sunk into the ground a little bit. Unless, I don't know, would that matter? We're going to just flood everything now, which is a bit of a shame. But would that matter in actual fact? This might be a little bit awkward to build, or to build in. I wonder how that would work. Let's just try it. Let's open up. We'll open up this one, and I guess we need to open up that one as well. How would we do it? So we'll probably open up this one and then stick in. Oops, wrong gun. This one. Could we actually get this to snap here now? Oh, not like that. Try again. Snap. You did it a moment ago. Go on. That's where we want it, like that. I have a feeling that some of these might not be connected properly because when I drained everything, I didn't all seem to want to drain properly. But let's just see. Like that. So you would come down and then you would actually walk on the sand itself. That's not too bad. See, look, we're drained here, and then we are flooded here. Which is a bit weird. Let's just drain all connected here. Here we go. How are we doing? How does this work? That might not be too bad, actually. I quite like that. Okay, so I might do a little bit of testing just to see whether or not this is going to work. We've got an open space at the top there. Let's close. No, actually, we don't want to close it. We want to. So we need to open that one. We'll open that one, so we need to come out. But yeah, that's certainly an interesting prospect. That might just work. We need to stick on one of these if we can. Oh god, there's a lot of snap points here. There we go. One like that. And then we just come along. You might be a little bit cramped, I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. Let's build a tunnel out a little bit. And we're going to head off in that direction. We'll have a bit of a corner, I think, so we'll come out this way a bit. And then we would want to go this way and make this the main part of the tunnel. Oh no, we're probably not out far enough. Let's try going a little bit further. Out of bounds? Oh, okay. So we're right up to the build limit here. So can we actually go across this way? We can. Up to, we'll go a little bit further. Up to right here. Does that goes in a little bit, but that's not too bad. We can use that as a kind of a corner. And then we can come out this way a little bit. And then we can move on to the next exhibit here. So is this big enough for a Megalodon tunnel? Probably is, this whole area. Oh god, I'm out of bounds there. Okay, so let's get rid of that one. And let's swim inside and we'll see what it looks like. Let's go to things here. Let's just open up that. We need to open up this one and that one. Yep. And then like this. We'll open up all these tunnels. Can't see what I'm doing here, but we'll open up these and then we come this way. So the thing is, that's a bit of an issue. We've got seaweed inside the tunnel. Not much I can do about that. And then we'll go all the way along to here. One more. Turns. And that will go off to another one. So this is the tunnel. Do you think this looks like a good tunnel? Let's tell you what, can we drain the water from it? And we'll see what it looks like. I think that's quite effective. I quite like it with the sand on the ground. So yeah, sure, you're walking through some seaweed, which is a bit of a shame. It doesn't, but I don't think it would be that bad. Kind of a natural environment. And then yeah, so being on the ground gives me a bit of an advantage, a bit of a benefit, is that I should be able to build a lot easier. I'm hoping. And what we can do in this tunnel, see, we've got some wild Eurypterids there. The sea scorpions. We could actually have those, maybe some trilobites as well, actually wandering around. We're going to have more space as well, and then we could have the sharks swimming above. Yeah, I think it might just work. So let's get out of here. Flip round. Should we? Yeah, we'll close that for the time being and close that one. Right, so let's do some testing. What we're going to want to do is, let me think, have a look to see what I've got. Some glass ceilings I think I'm going to want. Let's put those in the number 4 slot. And let's see, can we snap it off the middle? Let's put this away. So that's the problem I'm going to have, so it doesn't snap off the middle of these things, so I can't build right along the ground. Let's double check just in case it's just under the ground and I can't see. So no, it's top or bottom. So how could we do this? So it would come out. We'd then drop a wall down. So that would be as low as I could get. That's the low point. So yeah, so I could build out, not like that, build out a floor, which I then make invisible. And then when we get to the edge, we'll then just build a large, can we build on top, please? That'd be good. Are you kidding me? Why? What? Why are you dropping down? The whole thing that I was complaining about beforehand was that these large things don't drop down. Maybe are these upside down for some reason? Hold on. Hang on, wait, I'm going to do some testing. Hang on. Okay, so it turns out that these are all upside down. If I try to put a railing on, that's going to go to the underside. So I think what's happened is that somehow, somewhere along this way here, I've snapped a vacuum compartment to these guys. So these guys, they're not inverted. They are literally just upside down. It places upside down, which means anything that's snapping off to these then becomes upside down itself. So I've put in one of these and snapped a vacuum compartment off it, and it's turned the vacuum compartment upside down. At least that's what I'm assuming has happened. I don't know how else has happened. So we're snapping the ceiling off from the top, but this is actually the bottom. So if I was to do, yeah, oh, these don't snap to vacuum compartments anyway. So this could kind of change how we do this, I suppose, because I wanted to use these large glass walls. Oops, I don't want to do that. Which will actually put that back now. Which don't snap downwards; they only snap upwards. But because this is upside down, we can actually potentially use this by building a wall going up. Oh god, which is going to be difficult because it doesn't want to snap downwards so much. Okay, got it. So we build a wall coming up We want to come up 3, I would say. Bring across with the ceilings. And of course, yeah, the ceilings only snap to the bottoms, not the top, because they're upside down. Oh my god, this is going to confuse the hell out of me. Let's do okay, we'll do another one there. Bring the ceiling out, and we'd come out as far as we want the extent of the tunnel to come. And then we could then snap off one of those. That goes right down to the ground. Can we snap ceilings off the bottom of this one? We can. So I could put the floor in if I felt it was necessary. Don't know whether it would be. I don't think it would be. So we probably wouldn't need to do that. But then that would be the extent of the tunnel. Then we could, so we come across a little bit further like this on the other side to the extent of where we want the edge of the tunnel to be, and then we drop down with the large ones like that. Okay, obviously it's going to be bigger than that. We're going to have a pretty huge sort of tunnel for the Megalodons to swim around in, but that's kind of how we're going to build it. Okay, I think that will work. If I just get my sizings right. We're going to come out quite far. We're going to go up quite far. It's going to be a pretty huge build. This whole area is going to be a big glass box for the Megalodon to swim around in. So that kind of works. And then what I can do is, hopefully, we can get rid of that, and then get rid of these ones. And then we have our tunnel. Oh yes, yes, that's going to work. Okay, I'm going to get to work on that one. There's going to be a lot of placing, a lot of building. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so yeah, I've made a pretty good start on it. Now I've actually been using these extra large S Plus glass walls, which are equivalent to 12 walls high. So that's going to certainly reduce the amount of structures that we have in the area. I spawned in a Megalodon, that's our first one, just to kind of make sure that this is going to be a good kind of size for the Megalodons. I think it is. We can get rid of these ones now. This was our demonstration. Get rid of these. Yes, so there's a bit of a problem though, because we are so close to the edge of the map. There are certain areas which are out of bounds for building, and so this is why we've had to have this kind of staggered area in here. The border is just here, and I can't build any further out. This is as far as I'm allowed to build, you know, as close to the border that I'm allowed to build. So it does mean we're going to move this tunnel, because this tunnel is right by the edge, and what's the point of having a tunnel where nothing can actually swim either side of it? The tunnel needs to go through the centre. So we're going to we'll have to change these. Might as well just do that right now. So I guess, let's have a think. Maybe we'll turn in at this point. So let's get rid of these ones. Pick up all these. Yeah, but I think this is going to look pretty good. We're going to have to do a little bit more building. What I can do is use let's have a look. If I put these smaller ones on the, what are these, 4 high? Yeah, that's perfect. That goes into the ground. So we'll go all the way around, and that should go, because this area is completely flat, which is really nice for building in. But yeah, that looks pretty good. So obviously I need to put a roof on as well. That will take quite some time. I just thought I'd give you an update here. Let's just build the tunnel then. So we're going to come out this way. We'll go straight forward along here. We'll probably make a turn, not there. Make a turn here. I haven't quite decided exactly where the next sort of enclosure is going to be. It's going to have to be out that way, because the border is here. So where does the border go? The border kind of keeps on going in this direction. And we want our next enclosure to be over this way. So let's go here. So we need to come out at this point. Oh yeah, by the way, some people did ask about whereabouts on the map I am. I'm right out on the east side. You can see this right on the kind of the 60 latitude, right over 90 longitude. Yeah, so that's about where I am, and obviously that's the direction of the shore right along this line here. So that's in case you're wondering exactly where I was building. Okay, so let's go. Can we get out one more this way? How close to the border? It's a little bit close, but I think we'll be okay with that one. Let's move out this way. It's getting a little bit dark. Let's just make sure it's nice and bright under here. Bright and midday. Here we go. So we come out this way. We're going to have another little turn because that's not quite in the right place. Let's turn out here. And one more. And then that should be good enough to come straight out, and then we'll exit out of the Megalodon tunnel. Not there. Let's get the snapping to the right place. And that will be our exit. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around and fill in all the gaps. We're going to make these go all the way down to the ground, and I'll fill in the ceiling. Then we'll put some decorations in, because although I didn't have to do any decoration with the donkey enclosure because there was so much natural stuff there, but this one I definitely think we can get some decorations in, a few rocks, a few plants. And I want to think about what we're going to put in here, because I don't think we'll want just the Megalodons in, because if you've ever been to a sea life centre where they do a shark tunnel, there's never just sharks in there. There's all sorts of things in there. There's various types of fish and well, all sorts of stuff really. Let's just get these not that one, the smaller one should be enough. Let's just double check over here. Yeah, so that's going to be absolutely fine all the way around. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe we should do some Euryptids and trilobites crawling around on the ground, and then swimming around. We'll definitely have the sharks and maybe something else. I'll have to think about what we want to put in. I'm also wondering whether or not, because it's a fairly long tunnel from there to here, I'm thinking we maybe in the next episode we should build something here as well. Maybe I could do the anglerfish in this kind of area. I'm not too sure whether that would be good for looking out at another enclosure. It's possible. I'm not too sure how I feel about such a long tunnel with nothing much to look at. I guess it's not too bad. Just to let me know what you think in the comment section. Whether you think we should put something in between these two enclosures, the donkey enclosure there and the Megalodon tunnel there. It's going to look so cool. I like this. Yeah, we're going to go back up to the surface at some point and do some more stuff in shallower waters. But for now, we're going to have some enclosures down on the ground. Okay, right. Let me get this filled in and I'll see you back in a moment. Oh, wow. Okay, we're done. This is it. This is the cage. Looks pretty awesome. So I'm obviously going to go through with the model selector and I'm going to change all this. I'm going to do it a little bit different to I did the Dunkley. The Dunkley one I just did the outer edges. You can just kind of see the very outer corners of that enclosure are left as metal supports. I think with this one being so big, I'm going to do a little bit more. So there'll be a bit more structure support visible. I think that's what we'll try and do. But we'll do that at the end because I can't face doing it now. I want to get this enclosure looking good now. So I think first thing we really need to do is get a couple more Megalodons in. There we go. That looks a little bit weird to begin with. I thought I'd spawned in the wrong thing. Okay, so that's that one. Let's get another one. I reckon maybe... Oh, what? Oh my god. Where did they come from? They just kind of spawned in. They were not here a moment ago. Let's get another one in to help out. There we go. There's another one over there. Are you going to... Oh my god. Hang on. Oh god. Get off there. Unfollow. Why are you not attacking? It's kind of weird, isn't it? Let's get another one in. Don't quite see what's going on there. Oh, I see. I'm inside it. That's the mouth that we can see. Right, let's get... I can get this Megalodon away from there for a moment. Let's get over here. I think what I might try and do is see if I can disable wild spawns on this entire server, like everything. Are you following? There we go, there we go. Okay. You're fine. Right, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Let's see if I can get this with the old... it might be outside the thing now, that's why we can't get it. Yeah, it looks like it's outside. No, there it is. Here we go. We got it. Okay. Not a problem. You okay over here? No, it looks like there is one here as well. Let's get that. Yeah, so I don't want to have to be dealing with this. In the creator building series, the last thing I want to bother with is wild things attacking. One of my ammonites died just before I started recording this because a Megalodon attacked it. Don't know how or why it found itself outside the enclosure, but it did. But there we go. Okay, so 4 sharks. We're going to need to make them wander around. I'll try and do that in a moment, but let's see. Let's get the decorations done first, and then we can try and get these guys moving around, and it should be good. Yeah, so I'm going to get myself prepared for that, and then we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, so the main thing I've got is just a lot of coral reef kind of things, which I think will kind of really, it makes a big difference to underwater enclosures. Some are big, some are small. We're just going to spread these around. I've just got let's find the biggest ones and try and get these in. There we go. So it just kind of, I think it adds to it. We probably need quite a lot, really. The Dunkley enclosure was really, really good because it had all this kind of all natural, and just it looked very, very good. So these in. What else have we got? We've got number 8 as well. That's just a slightly smaller one. That's a nice one. There we go. That looks much better. Let's put some stuff over here. What else have we got? We've got this one as well. We've got a few of these about. And we also, these kind of things as well. We should probably do these in patches. You can see obviously we've got some wild stuff. Is that the same kind of thing? It's not quite the same, is it? Slightly different texture to it, but the same kind of thing. So yeah, we'll stick in some more of those. And I think, what else have we got? Anything else? Oh yeah, we've got these ones. Little tiny ones. We'll do a little patch of those. Like that. There you go, a little bit better. Let's stick in some of these other ones here. Probably want some of these larger ones as well. Let's stick a large one right in the middle here. We have a few of these. Let's put some of these in. What else we got? Oh yeah, some fish baskets. I might put those. I might actually use those a bit later. That's sort of the only real kind of underwater decoration that I have that's not plants. That's like that. We can put something nice in here as well. Let's put in this one a little bit further forward. There we go. Guess we could. We've got a smaller one. Oh, here we go. We'll put a small one right in the corner here. Yeah, I think it's going to look quite nice. We'll put in. I like these ones. We'll put in a little patch of these around. Like that. Over here, we've got a smallish one. Actually, that's quite nice. That's quite a decent one. Yeah, that fills up that space really nicely. And obviously, we've got all these kind of little weeds here, kind of natural things. I guess we could do something. Let's put in another one of these large ones over here. Oh, I thought I was going to be stuck for a moment there. Yeah, well, the issue with being stuck underwater is you can't ghost. Ghosting underwater is a big no-no. If anyone's ever played around with the admin commands and ghosted and then gone into the water, it's a terrible disaster and it can really screw everything up. Okay, what else can we do? Let's put in a few of these ones as well. And some of these. Bit of variety of the plants. That looks good. Brilliant. Okay, I think we could probably put in a few rocks as well. So I'm going to grab some rocks. And then I think we'll start working on the pathing for these guys to swim around in. And yeah, I think that's going to look really good. Okay, let's stick in some of these rocks. I thought some of these big old pillars might look quite good. We use these a lot in the cave, in the Shredder's Zoo sections. Oh yeah, these rocks look really weird under the water, don't they? I forgot about that. Yeah, they go black. That's interesting. But we'll stick a few in, not too close to we don't obscure the view really. These clusters I love because they really do break up flat spaces like this. If we've got any kind of empty areas, they kind of really fill it, and especially this area is flat, it looks really good. Oh yeah, I use these a lot in the Shredder Zoo sections for the aquatic or semi-aquatic animals, I should say, under the water, and that really, I really like these. I'm going to use a lot of them. Perfect for this kind of area right here. And that's really good. You can stick kind of little plants in between the rocks and stuff. Looks really good. Stick another one here. And yeah, I'll stick a bunch in. Like that. I'll stick another pillar over here. What else can we do? Some bigger these large rocks. Let's go over here. Don't want to obscure the view too much from inside, but I think that looks okay. Don't think we need to go too crazy with the rocks. Maybe just these little ones. I like them. I like them a lot. There's a few around. That looks good. That looks good. Let's see if I can stick another one over here. There we go. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort out the pathing for these guys so they can swim around, and then maybe we'll see about getting some other little creatures in here. So we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, so here's the little route here. The size of this enclosure is perfect to be able to use the height enclosures, the height waypoints. So we're starting off, this is the start here, right at the ground, and we can go up a stage. We've got these little, okay, so we've got balloons in here, which I don't know whether I can change, but it's fine. They're following balloons. They're well-trained sharks. And so they come down this way, and they swim along right above the tunnel here, which I think is a great point. And then they turn around, come back this way, swim around. I think you're going to get a brilliant view. I really need to see what it looks like from the inside. But I think what I'm going to do first of all is I need to make sure that the cage looks how I want it to look. We're going to need to remove some of these barriers, which I think I'll do now. And then maybe we'll think about putting in a couple of other things, or maybe we might leave that till next time. We're running a little bit long now, so I'm going to go around the cage, get rid of the bits and pieces that we don't want, and then we'll have a final look at it. Okay guys, here we go. This took absolutely forever, but I think it was well worth it. One thing I suppose what I wouldn't mind doing, which again would take a lot of time, is adding a little bit of a transparency to this glass. Because otherwise it does look like a pure cage. We kind of want to do something like that maybe, and then go along all the way across and turning every bit of glass into a slight transparency, just like this, so we can kind of see that it is a cage and that they can't get out. Yeah, so that's going to take a long time. I will do that a little bit later on, I think, maybe off camera. So I think what we want to try and do is have a look from the inside. We've got these all swimming around. Let's open up this one. We'll come in here. We'll drain all connected. And here we go. This is the Megalodon tunnel. I think it looks pretty cool. So they're getting right up close. You can watch them swim. Yeah, that's going to look so cool. Yeah, so it's not perfect. I would like this to have been maybe a little bit higher up off the ground, so we're not so sunk into it, so that the roof isn't quite so high. Not going to bang your head on it, but I think it kind of works. It kind of works, I think. And you can watch them swim, and that's absolutely fine. So there's certain things I haven't had time to do, like naming. I'd like to get some names done because I haven't done anything for a few episodes. I need to replace all the ichthyosaurs that died last time out. That was a terrible disaster. But it happened. But yeah, so things I'd like feedback on is whether to leave this see-through or to freeze it like I did a little bit higher up. Quickly just sort of show you like this one. So do I freeze them all like that so that as you're coming down it's a solid walkway? But I mean, look at that. Look at the view you get from this point. That looks pretty awesome. Yeah, so we put in the decorations. I definitely would like to get a few more creatures in there rather than just the sharks. I'm thinking, the sea scorpions and some trilobites on the ground. So as you're walking around, you can see them crawling around. That may be a little bit tricky because I'm not sure about the taming. Because I know in our trilobites exhibit that we've got further up there, the trilobites, they don't move because they're not tamed properly, sort of thing. I kind of force tamed them. So if we could maybe tame them properly, we might be able to get them to, maybe we could put in a second walkway, waypoints for the trilobites and sea scorpions to follow. Although it's a little bit tricky because you can't have the flags too close to each other, so a second one may interfere with the first one. So it might be a little bit tricky, which is why I don't really have time to do it in this episode. But I think for now we're done. We can see. Oh, look at that! See, we're done. Oh, that'd be so cool. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that came out. The bars I've got on there aren't perfect. They don't always line up with the corners there, which I wanted to do just because of the nature of the way that I had to kind of curve inwards to avoid the barrier, and it doesn't necessarily match up with this side, which I've got nice big open panels on the big windows. But yeah, okay, thank you very much for watching. Give me some feedback down in the comment section. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back next week, next Saturday, for the next one. I have no idea. What do you want to see next? Let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll see what we can come up with. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.